Oh, is that the newest feminist t-shirt from Dior? I guess t-shirts with feminist prints are a dime a dozen now.
Yeah, I decided to buy one after watching the Chanel fashion show about feminism.
Oh, you mean the one led by Lagerfeld?
Yeah.
Oh, that just reminded me of when all the actresses decided to wear black to support Me Too movement during the Golden Globes this year.
Yeah, I remember that. Now, gender equality and women's rights are big fashion news, isn't it?
Wait, but I have a question. Can the fashion industry, often criticized for its unrealistic body ideals, really be compatible with feminism? Does the love of beautiful clothes and interest in trends negate a belief in gender equality?
As London Fashion Week begins, the British Fashion Council's chief executive, Carolyn Rush, writes for us about why fashion is one of the strongest feminist tools women have, both historically and now. First wave feminism was a period of feminist activity and thought that occurred during the 19th and early 20th century. It focused on legal issues primarily on gaining the right to vote. The emergence of a powerful and shocking style expressed a new form of femininity. Corsets were gradually disappearing into
Flappers
history.
of the 1920s
Skirts
were
getting
young
shorter,
women known
and
for
daring
their
looks,
energetic
such
freedom,
as short
embracing
haircuts
a
or
lifestyle
excessive
viewed
makeup,
by
has
many at
broken
the
out.
time as
They were
outrageous,
called immoral or
flappers.
downright dangerous. Now considered the
Being
first
a flapper
generation of
wasn't all
independent
about the
American
fashion.
women,
It was
flappers
about
pushed
rebelling
barriers
against
in
the
the
older
economic, political,
generation's
and sexual
veneration
freedom for
of
women.
long feminine locks.
Wave 2, the second wave feminism of the 1960s to 1980s, focused on issues of equality and discrimination. As a leading example, the creation of women's pants from Coco Chanel demonstrates this trend. When World War I broke out in 1914, women who worked within the public sector continued to wear skirts. Many women who took on more manual roles began to wear trousers and overalls in the workplace. Coco Chanel loved wearing trousers herself, often borrowing her boyfriend's suits, and she began designing trousers for women to wear while doing sports and other activities. Soon, trousers became a fashion choice for women rather than merely a functional garment. The third wave feminism began in the early 1990s, responding to perceived failures of the second wave and to the backlash against second wave initiatives. This ideology seeks to challenge the definitions of femininity that grew out of the ideas of the second wave. The last wave, which is in present age, now show that it is difficult to differentiate girls' fashion and men's fashion. Compared to the past, women's rights have been improved by far, and based on the concept of gender equality, identifying clothes for a different gender is no longer necessary. And generous acceptance in our society to embrace individual uniqueness and one's freedom of expression. However, as a current feminist movement in the field of fashion, a new wave to abandon all unnecessary garments that only women wear, such as a bra, is on a hot debate. The bra movement began as a retaliation against feminine norms, coinciding with the second wave of feminism during the 1960s. In 2012, the contentious Tagged Free the Nipple campaign began. This was sparked due to double standards and censorship of women's bodies on social media, and advocates that women's nipples should be legally and culturally acceptable.